In the UK, there's a bowl for every surface for the Henselite product. But overseas, I use the Tiger 2 and I use the Dreamline XG purely because I love the grip and the arc that the bowl takes, and that's what makes me one of the best players in the world.
The Traralgon Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members. Visit us today at the Traralgon Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.
The Moama Bowling Club is your place for fun and food. Come and try bowls and make new friends. Have coffee or bring the family for lunch or dinner. The Moama Bowling Club. Visit us today on Hazelwood Road.
Evening everybody, welcome back to the Traralgon Bowls Club. We're up to quarterfinal stages of the mixed pairs, and for the first time for VO2025 we see Cassandra MILLERICK and Kevin Anderson in action from Moama. They're taking on Karen Barton, who is subbing in for Jules Dusting. We'll get to that a little bit later, teaming up with Colin Veenendaal from Berwick. It's my pleasure to welcome Matthew Tobre back into the commentary booth.
Good evening,
Matthew.
Sammy. Good to have you back, mate.
Yeah, we're back on commentary. How good's this?
Yeah.
And the way Cass and Kevin have been playing so far, they come into this as favourites, although Karen and Colin have snuck through in pretty much every game, including the last one, just getting the win over
Vinny.
Joe Laukins and Vinny McElwain. Yep, they just held on the last bowl. One-shot win in the end. And if you're just joining us today, 3 bowl pairs, 15 ends, dead ends to be replayed. Games are still time limited all the way up to the final 2 hours and 15 minutes. And this is end number 1, and Cass MILLERICK has not missed out. Matteo, what do you know about this sub situation that's happening today?
I know the sub very well because Karen has played with, I played with Karen in our rink most of the season, in Prem Reserve, Karen Barton. So Colin's partner, I think Julie Dusting.
Jules, yep.
Yeah, she had an injury and couldn't play the last round. Karen, who has just come to watch,
Awesome
not
shots.
playing, has had to go and buy some bowls gear from the shop, pop-up shop, borrow some bowls and shoes and filling in.
I had to borrow a bowls hat as well. We've got one of the Bowl for Your Life caps straight out of the packet ready to go. And under pressure earlier on N1. And Colin interested.
Yes, in a good area. Well, good weight.
Played this good. Gets it back to 1 down. Gives them 1 in the head. Both leads favouring that ditch side. I'm not sure. I haven't watched back the game, but noticed that this was the more preferred hand of choice.
Has to be, yeah. Yeah, I saw your game. You were playing that most of the time.
Seemed to be a little bit more friendly in terms of being a little bit more wider side and turning a bit more consistently. Another couple quarterfinals in action down here this evening on the ring next door. Leanne Paulson and Matt Robertson, who we saw just hold on. Big bowl from Robbo late on, wasn't it?
It was.
Taking on Marley Malcolm and Tyson Cromie. They just keep on winning. And on the far end, Carol Fleming and Carmelo Spataro from Altona are up against Carla Miles and Mitch Sidebottom. And Knackers, are we live scoring these games?
We are. We've got
online.
Mark Coleman and I think Tony Sherwell doing some live scoring for us. But we can see the scoreboards and we know finally what side they are on our scoreboard. So we'll give you updates as much as we can.
Colin Veenendaal, of course, your Vic Indoor Singles Champion for 2024. Forehand just looking to turn the iron bowl down, getting down late. Yeah, good side, it comes to a good spot. Fired up still for Tuesday, Knackers, are we? Or because I am.
Oh, mate, I can't wait to bowl. I think I've watched so much.
You've watched too many. Jeez, we've had some good. We've had some good games.
Oh, we've had some.
I haven't commentated any of them, but all of them have been dead set rippers. Kevin changing over to the back end here. Any connection on the front one works.
Oh, great bowl.
Over the jack, gets it all the way through, so changes things up. Still hold the 1, but doesn't make it any easier for Colin to get to, does it?
He's struggling to see. Oh, I think it's at least 2 down.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Collins' last one's close to the second shot out to the left-hand side here. Misses his own with another 2 feet, goes close on the draw. Out on what looks to be a pretty good track here, Matthew. Just needs to run and miss his own.
Calling
Clear
it for it to be up. It's close.
Oh, wow. How's this? Just pulled up. You're right. It's a good second.
Looking to just beat his shot bowl, make it 2.
Probably wants to be under here, sort of through the ports,
Needs it
okay.
to be under that. Karen Barton
Or
bowl.
around with dead weight. Just overplayed it. Come on, Veenendaal will get last look at this. Can he see the shot bowl, Matty, or is he just trying to get a nudge on his own, do you reckon?
Oh. You can definitely see the shot bowl.
Played 2 goodies on the forehand already.
Yeah. Just get your own up a little bit and you got shot. Karen is very good at reading ahead. She led for us all season, but reads ahead like a skip. We often had discussions about what our skip should be playing, and Karen reads the head really well.
Yeah, so holding up forehand, just any contact on his own will go close to the shot. 1 down, opening end. On this nice wide turning forehand, closest to the ditch here.
Calls of too
Kyle's
heavy.
going to call this one
He's
for us.
right.
Absolutely spot on. So a 1 to Cassandra and Kevin on the opening end of your mixed pairs quarterfinal. Henselite Victorian Open for 2025 under the fully enclosed Traralgon Bowls Club, where, Matthew, it's very warm.
It's pleasant. I don't know if it. Yeah, it's. How'd you find knockout day, Sammy? Obviously, some of our members don't know that you played previously on the live stream. Got to round of 32.
Had a good day at Morwell yesterday.
Yep.
And it went out on the grass this morning, which
Tell
seems
us
like a
about
very,
the,
very long time ago now.
Tell us about the show ring.
Yeah, you won't be surprised to see both players or both leads to start with try and favour this side as much as you can. It's actually quite a nice hand, given we're pretty much right up against the ditch.
Pretty close to the ditch, aren't we? The other hand sticks a little bit. Would that be right? You didn't play that much.
No, I think we might have played 2 bowls on that side the whole game. It might have been the last end, so I think it was a bad hand. It was just not as kind as what the ditch side is. The other quarterfinal that I forgot to mention has been played out at Newborough this evening. Jade O'Connor and Tim Fraser, one of the locals from Trafalgar, taking on the Melton Perry of Chelsea Pollock, and Todd Trewarn, who's in some good form himself, winning the Metro West Champion of Champions last weekend. Staff tipping, how have we gone? Because we did a little bit of in-house staff tipping, and I think a popular pick would have been Cass and Kev.
Yeah, it was there.
But not you? Is that right?
I went Nathan Black and Sophie Kurzman, and then I went the Oars, which couldn't get through the round of 64.
Mixed pairs always tends to throw up a surprise result or few. Still a couple of what would be the favoured team still in it, but yeah, I mean, anyone's ball game. 15 ends of 3-bowl pairs, as we've seen already. For a knockout day today, plenty of surprise results, and the field has opened up, especially that top section of the draw. There's a spot in the final, spot for a title as well for anyone who can take it. Better shot here.
Great correction from Karen Barton. KB is her nickname.
These black and green specs, XGs they are.
Look like they've just been borrowed from the Henselite pop-up shop.
Do we know that for certain? Are they pop up? Oh,
They're definitely not her bowls, because Karen has white bowls.
Super Tam doesn't want to flick this in behind. This is it. Comes to a really, really good spot. Falls back down. Look at this, knackers, when we flick back to the camera. Oh, had change.
The Monters.
The Monters.
Go the Monters.
Yeah, no reason to change here. Same sort of shot. Full back onto the line. The crowd's been good this afternoon after lunchtime. That last game, it was a packed house.
We do have our function starting shortly.
Just going to say, a few have ducked upstairs. Who's MC for the night? Do you know?
That's
Troy
a good
on that?
question. I think it is Troy. We were lucky enough to have Karen Murphy and Gary Willis in the commentary today, which has been fantastic. They're doing a coaching workshop and Q&A upstairs.
Yeah, up in the function room, which is going to be packed out fairly shortly from what I hear, which is awesome to see many members getting involved. Should be a good night. You ducking up there later, or what are you doing?
I'll do my best, yeah.
You're going to leave me here. That might open up the opportunity for a guest commentator or two. What do you reckon?
You need to do this whole game, considering you've been off the commentary for a while, Sammy.
Good track here, just down to weight.
Yeah, just in front.
Oh,
Great second.
For second. Depending on what might happen here, may look to change hands.
Yeah, the call from KB is just to get to Cass's bowl, Collins' forehand. Not far away, Sammy.
Clear run, he gets back to Cass's here. What a
ball.
shot.
What a ball.
Let's go searching forehand. I think this is a fraction high out the hand, just depending on what weight, Matty. Doesn't really want to turn this up into the head. Misses. Yeah, couple past, okay.
Yeah, it's a good question from Colin.
He is the jack getting all the way there?
He knows that Kev's strength is driving. Pretty handy draw bowler too.
Missed the end of that conversation. He's looking for coverage here or still trying to play into
He was
the head?
asking the question, what is the situation out the back, and I was definitely going for it.
So he gets all the way to the back. They got best back. He's still searching here to splash the jack out into the open. Now, working out very quickly. This is a tough hand to play any conversion shot. Held the line a long way. Played less weight there as well. So after dropping one on the opening end, Karen and Colin holding one here. Potential to make a few more, Matty. What do you like? Not much. You stay away from this. You declare the head and take the one.
I would not.
Well, they're going then.
I would look to get just under Karen's front bowl.
Trying to get around to Kevy's.
Total draw weight and a little bit of touch of the jack. 2, 3. Got to be on draw. Calls of not enough is right.
The track was probably okay for it, and they're on the board. So one apiece through the opening two ends of your mixed pairs quarterfinal. The way the draw lines up, the winner of this will take on the winner of Leanne Paulson, Matt Robertson, who are taking on Marley Malcolm and Tyson Cromie. And score update, Matthew. 1 to Team Tyson on the opening end.
2 down on the next head.
Newborough, they have flown ahead with the games this evening. Chelsea Pollock and Todd Trewarner, 20 shots to 10 win. Sees them the first of
to the semis.
Semi-finalists, yep.
First Saturday.
That'll be played
Super Saturday next week.
next Saturday, 9 a.m. back here at Traralgon, followed by the final at roughly 11:30 or so.
Tyson having a run next door. I don't know whether you saw earlier his match against Dean Curran.
No. No, I missed that.
Had a big drive and accidentally hit Dean's partner in the shin.
Oh, damage?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Well, to Joe's credit, she decided to play the rest of the game out, but had a little bit of a break. I reckon she'll be pretty sore tonight.
Karen Barton, the super sub. Eastern Rangers singles winner last year. Definitely got some ability. And this is a handy couple of opening bowls to end number 3.
Yeah. In a good spot there.
I was talking during the week when we were getting our tippy, I'll get it up in a sec, that I'm pretty confident saying no one's won the Barb Gilbert medal twice, let alone back-to-back. Of course, Cass won it last year in 2024, and this would be an handy start, only in the quarters. Look, a strong chance to progress, but we've said that about a lot of other teams that have fallen already today. Final game of a busy day 2. What's on tomorrow, Knackers? You and I back in the commentary box at some stage?
I think, yeah, definitely. No, I'm out to...
What are you doing?
Curran tomorrow.
Oh, well, thanks for the invite.
Yeah, sorry. You can sneak in the car if you'd like.
Oh, I might.
I'm off to help them with their bowls link and get their first tournament underway, being one of our new host clubs, joining us a little bit late, but well needed.
Cash just trying to find the weight somewhere in between a first and second, and wasn't far away. It's just pulled up short. It's close for second shot, not quite, still a couple. Women's pairs action on live stream all days, back to sectional play. Kicking off
Any
around
hints who
9
might be
a.m.
our first game, Sammy?
Knackers. Stand by. Oh, good game on here tomorrow. First game up, Claire Sanders and Judy Bartell taking on Barsha Speed, who we played this morning, and Hayley O'Reilly, so a couple Ocean Grove
good starter.
ladies there. That'll be a good game to watch.
Having a run.
Oh, wow, clips the shot ball off clean and
Gets shot himself.
all of a sudden has 3 seconds if he doesn't have the shot. Been a long day as well for the umpires and ITOs. Johnny Roberts signaling 3 red, which isn't quite right.
Big shout out to our ITOs, volunteers. Bob Carlson sitting out the back, waiting for an umpire call. Johnny Roberts paddling.
Far away here. Drawn out a second, just as overplayed it. Beauty of 3 bowl pairs, Matthew. If he can get back to the draw here and build the head up once again. 1 down for now, although...
This is sharp.
Gets it a two rolls, and that would be close. Cass not quite sure, up and down. Might not have got that far enough. Cole needs another one thereabouts. Handy line, a couple feet off, gets him one in the head. All right, so misses out, so no chance to draw a shot, holding one, confirmed, so turn Cass is enough. Previous attempts. Draw it Jack High Matty here for 2, or try and sit underneath for 2 or 3?
I think he's trying to sit underneath. Get Karen's bowl out.
Hope he's short and wide.
Danger of that, though, is Jack back.
Oh, definitely not.
Dead draw it.
Definitely not wait to sit it out, but wait far enough to count.
Close.
No, absolutely smoked the line. So, training ones by look of it. 3 ends in, 2-1 the way of MILLERICK Anderson to kick this one off. Spot in the semi-finals up for grabs. Already touched on Chelsea Pollock and Todd Trewarn. They await in the other side of the knockout draw. They'll play the winner of Carol Fleming and Carmelo Spatado from Altona up against Carla Miles and Mitch Sidebottom. Mitch with 1 shot on the opening ends. Good team that. That's a strong combination. Tyson's looking a little bit frustrated. What's going on next door?
Well, he's
Jack's in the pit. He's played too good, doesn't he?
Put the Jack and her bowl in the pit.
Oh, there's a bowl in the pit with it, is there?
Yeah, Tyson's drawn 2.
Couldn't have got much closer then.
No.
Fair go.
So he's a bit frustrated. 2 great bowls, but still 1 down.
All right, so here's your first change of length in the match. Cass, do you want to go just about T to T? Just went awfully quiet there for a moment, Knackers, didn't it? Just keeping an eye on Robbo's ball on the rink next door, just missing on the drive. Well, keep an eye on, keep you updated as much as we can.
It's actually a measure for shot next door on rink 6. Bobby's got the peg measure out.
Bobby. So both Karen and Cass just yard over with their opening bowls. Just
correction here
trying
from
to
Cass.
find the weight with this change of length, and that's a classy correction. See Cass in action in the single. She's playing pairs with Selena Goddard, one of our VO ambassadors, of course, and triples see me up with 2 Livs, Liv Slade and Liv Cartwright. So imagine we're going to see Cassandra in the knockout stages of a few more events yet, Matthew.
Yeah, I think your early prediction of back-to-back Barb Gilbert medals is on. Good home here.
That's good areas. Yeah, that's really good areas. Not making it any easier.
What can KB do with their last?
Bad track, just for a fraction, but all in the game. Chance here for KB to jump on, who's also playing singles. Has got the misfortune of playing pairs, the fortune of playing pairs with Cam Kennan. And is teaming up again with Cameron in the triples. And
who's his third?
One of my favourites, Lukey Hoskin, teaming up with the boys in the triples.
Yep.
Get another couple strong lineups who'd be expected to go deep in those respective events. They've dominated all day. Cassandra and Kevin, a 23-2 win in the round of 64, a 19 shot to 3 win in the round of 32, and then getting the job done against Andrea Tador.
That was a cracking match, that
Andrea
last one
and
against
Pidge. 14-10 was the final score. I didn't catch a lot of that, Matty. I only saw the last end or two. Close the whole time, was it?
It was. They were actually down for most of that match. I think it was a late 4 they got right near the end that got them the win.
No change after the opening bowls from both skips. Still 2 in the way of Team Steamers. Okay, line, but arms are folded.
That's good. It's good.
Side knock up, falls back down on top of it, and
Gives them the
don't know if
3.
it's 2-2 or in for 3.
Yeah,
Either way,
could be 3.
it's a good setup. It does give Cole something to
Yeah,
play out. He's
come
got to
off.
change hands and gets 2 goes at it. Can be positive. As we said, they've got plenty past it if he gets back down to the jack. Confirmed as 3 for the moment. Don't know what weight he's got, but needs to hold.
It's good weight. It's just going to be under on that line.
It was probably
Unfortunately,
nice enough
pushes
weight
Kev
to
up.
just get there. Well, all of a sudden, here's your first opportunity of the match to pick up a number. Just confirming, and yep, Cass likes it for 4.
Didn't hear that last part from Kev.
Yeah, I think
hide the
it's still
jack.
similar sort of go. You know, I played this score to tell you what, if he's short and counts, is not the worst, Matty.
He is.
He's short, but
Not counting.
don't know if they're going to be able to get that one in. It doesn't make things any easier for Cole. It's not going to look... We have a good view of this. This would not look good from the mat at all. Yeah, well, don't point it to me. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I'm just thinking, you know, play a little bit over at the shot bowl. Get the jack. Commit to it.
Yeah, if he's playing that, he's probably needing a little bit more weight to hold on to get through the port. Oh, that's low percentage there, isn't it, Matty?
Yeah, I don't like the forehand.
It's got to be a backhand
Commit.
yard on or more. Pick your weight you like.
Well, he's going backhand. Yep, exactly what we called, Sammy.
Definitely the right shot. There is the port there for the ultimate result. Just want to get caught wide here. Just going to flick the outside one, which is already in the count, and that looks like it'll be 4-4. There's your first multiple of your quarterfinal. It goes the way of Cassandra and Kevin. And just like that, Matty-O, it is 6-1 after 4 ends. It's happening in the comments on Facebook this evening. Anything interesting coming through?
Just a bit of love for Colin and KB.
That gives me nothing to work
No,
with. Give me a little bit.
There's not a lot, to be honest. Jacob Cartwright's joined us. It says hello.
Oh, there you go. Jacob, who is now taller than you and I, by the way.
Not quite. He's getting close.
Oh, well, hang on. I'm taller than
reckon
you and
I've
he's got
still
me
got him.
covered, so relax.
Really? I'm sure he was watching his sister earlier today.
Plenty of support, as usual, coming in for the Steamers as well. Also, I mentioned this to someone the other day. How good do these bowl for your lights call flutes look? They are awesome. Shane Hafner and the team down here all week doing a superb job. Shane actually had a game in the mix the other day, and we've got him in for the singles as well. So he's got a good crew here looking after things while he's ducking off playing bowls during the week. Why wouldn't you?
I tried to get a game tomorrow, but just missed out.
Tell us more.
Oh, Gussie needed a partner.
Gussie did need a partner.
Yeah.
Now, has Gussie found... So James Scullen, who Gussie would normally play pairs with, has had to pull out
Yep, through injury.
through
obviously.
injury, right?
And he was
And
asking me, and I was doing my best to get a gig.
when did he ask you? Because I was asked 30 hours
Well
ago, and
after
so
you,
you've
I'd
obviously
say.
just been asked this afternoon by the sound of that.
Yeah, okay.
So no, that wasn't allowed?
No, I need to be at Curramborough tomorrow.
Rightio. And update, has Gussie found himself a pairs partner, do we know?
He has. I think JR has found someone.
This is Ian you're talking about.
Yes, Ian. Scores on the other rinks. We're only just starting and 3 ends in. It's 2-1 to Robbo after 3. That's Matthew Robinson playing Tyson Cromie. Carmelo Sparato is down 2-3 to Mitch Sidebottom after 3. Obviously the live stream is 6-1 in the favour of Cass Millerick and Kevin Anderson.
3 bowls in the head, setting it up nicely, holding one, maybe close for the second. That's a Rocky in Karen's bowl. Not a mile away here.
Oh, I like this.
Up
I like
to the
this.
split's
Getting
a
the
huge
split.
result.
Oh,
Wow, what a shot. Gets them both, and all of a sudden, 2 down, turn to 2 up. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Probably wasn't far away with the last. Just caught her own on the way in and has played the same bowl to absolute perfection. A backhand shot here, just depending on what weight Kevin will use. So here's a couple down, but they've got 3 bowls still thereabouts. Look at Marley Malcolm on the ring next door. Matthew.
Yeah.
1-2 watch.
Not
Kevin going
fazed
quick
by the
early.
4 games in one day.
He's wide, but
Gets rid of
Well,
one.
they've got 1 bowl left on the rink and only 1 down, which isn't a bad result for the moment. Not for the first time this game. We'll see Kev drive with his first back to drawing. And his backhand back towards the outside green. He's going to get stuck wide here. Weight was nice enough to sit the shot bowl. Trail the jack down the line. Important to win this one. Knackers in a 15 game of 3 bowl pairs after dropping a 4. Yep.
Collins not far away.
Yeah, you'd expect him to make the correction. Don't win a Vic indoor by chance, and that's why, and falls back down. And looks like that is 2. It is. Can't afford to go and miss and leave them 1 and a few, so just looking to draw this one off. I don't think the track's horrendous with the same weight. Just corrected both. Same weight on that track, goes close. Gives them another 3rd shot. Play the right speed, pal. All right, so after dropping a 4 on end number 4, chance for Colin Veenendaal to add a 3rd in and
Bring it back to 6-4.
correct. I've called out the hand. He's done it. Pop it in. This is 3. Oh, Cole, you've let me down halfway, pal. 2.
Lucky I hadn't topped the 3.
Lucky I didn't enter. 6-3 after 5. Here's your lead to Cass Millerick and Kevin Anderson. Spot in the semi-final up for grabs. Alan tuning in from Yeovil, Somerset, UK via YouTube. Yeovil, Knackers, worst rated Maccas in the whole of the UK. There's your fun fact for this evening's stream.
Oh, this is why we've been waiting for you to get on
There
the live
you
stream.
go. That's right. I've got to bring something. Don't just flick your phone round and round while you're commentating, because you might accidentally be locked out for 5 minutes by putting in a whole lot of wrong passcodes.
If you've got a
So that's the
two-year-old,
best
that,
effort
if
for the
you've got
day.
a two-year-old, that happens just about every day.
William.
William, stop playing with my phone. There goes 5 minutes.
So we'll get Glennie on it. Oops. All right, 6-3. It's a handy lead. Still 10 ends to play. Mixed pairs quarterfinal action coming your way.
Yeah, winners progressing to next Saturday, 9 a.m. semi-final. I can't wait for that finals weekend, Sammy.
Spotting the quarters, Matty, these days in the Vic Open, will earn you $750. A spot in the semi will get you $1,500. The winners going home with a nice $6,000 check, if you don't mind. Did you say 8?
I heard 8 the other night.
That's because Hogue was telling lies.
Okay.
Just looking for a correction in speed more than anything. Under and run is close for the shot. Favour that. Yep, last bowl shot.
Good pick up, Matty Clark. We are live scoring the other matches, so jump in the Bowls Now app if you want to see N by N scores. Tyson Cromie's down 1-2 after 3. And another close match. Carmelo Sperado is 2. Steele's cousin, Mitch.
It's not Sperado, Matty. It's
Isn't it?
not Sperado. It's
Go on.
Spataro.
Oh, thank you.
T before the R.
Oh, right. Potato.
You're not a linguist, are you?
No. No.
All right,
PE was my favourite subject.
both leads, I was going to say missing out, but they've actually all in the game and come to good spots. So 1 green on the crossover in number 6.
Sorry, Matty. 2-all after 4 in that Tyson Cromie, Matthew Robertson match.
So Naka's on 2 points. That's you tipping Sophie Kurtzman, Nathan Black, and then we gave ourselves a chance to
Oh, I
tip
went the oars.
2. You went the oars. They made it through to the round of 32, so you get 2 points for that.
Thank you.
L. Jackson, that's me. Also Kurtzman and Black, hard to go past. Lost this morning in the round of 64, so 0 points. And not the only, well, I would have thought a few more would have, but Millerick Anderson, so without being completely biased, come on. Shelf to use, a little bit stiff, they got a fatty. Inside of that, he's getting back down to the jack there, Colt. As you know, Naka's been in the commentary box. All we want is a close game that goes down to the last bowl. Something similar to the last game.
Well, we've
Would be
picked
good.
him, haven't we? Just a question.
Not surprised here, Matty. Backhand lurker from Colin. Plenty of angles to work with. He's almost done and run in for shot here. No, he hasn't. Cass's front one on the line. Still hanging on.
Kev not wasting much time. Straight on the backhand.
Good angle here. With good weight, this will
Needs to
just
get
about
down
turn
a
inside.
little bit.
Oh, yeah, good angle. I'm good. That's how well I'm ready him, hey. Maybe that's why I'm
I
sat
thought
here, not
you went
still out
early
there.
on that. Not like
Thought
you to
I was
miss a
getting all
call.
the way back down inside that.
Yeah.
Gets the outside roll and is now 1 down. Few around it though.
Opportunity for Cole here if he can trail this jack. We'll get a little bit of it. It's 3.
Yeah, I think Kevy's got a pretty good shot on with his last if that doesn't change. So you're right, needs to get in there first.
Turn. Where's the turn?
Well, you don't turn usually when you're 2 metres over the draw. So all of a sudden, Kevy, does he have a chance, Matty? What can he see?
Well, you called it. There's a shot.
He might just go quick
Go the
at
2
the
bowls.
shot bowl. If he gets it through the other, they lie a couple. I don't think we'll see a dead draw.
But you're spot on with Collins last. You're asking it to turn, but he's 2 metres over.
Nearly came back to the line in the end. They do have a few all the way through, so doesn't want to get anything through the jack here. Kevin, last bowl of N6. Quick wait, looking for bowl or both bowls. Half a chance. Does he get them both?
Got him.
Oh! How on earth has it not got the back one on the way through, Knackers? Slow-mo replay.
Oh, just through the gap. There's a 1, though, to Big Kev.
Got one.
Didn't need the other one.
So it's been a back and forth here. Knackers, consecutive ends. Hard to come by. We are 6 ends played, 7 shots to 3. And that scoreline probably reflects the story of the game, but it's really just that 1-4 where Castle's able to jump on and set things up. Carl Miles and Mitch Sidebottom out to an 8-shot to 3 lead after 5 ends. Tosh Cromie is going for a scoreboard update as well for us.
2 all after 4.
Yeah, and Team Robbo holding 1 with 1 to play by the look of it on end number 5. So he tied a fair through the opening third of that quarter. Awesome starter for Karen Barton, who, in case you're just joining us, is subbing in this afternoon. She's come down here for the day, Matty, with no bowls closed, no nothing, if you like.
No, she came down to watch some great bowls. She found herself in a quarterfinal match. Yeah, great bowl from Cass.
Asking for this to hurry. The track's going to be thereabouts. Good effort, good bowls. They've been in the area, both leads. Just about every end. I almost did it, Matty. I almost did it.
What's that?
Aho commentary debut.
I saw you
He
try.
somehow, I'd lined him up, and he somehow snuck away at the last moment.
For those
Another
people who don't know.
another lame excuse. A sportsman's night with 2 Australian coaches. That's boring. Very boring. Hey?
He needs the coaching.
He's got no idea about bowls, but it would have been good to have him on nonetheless.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to hear it. I don't know where he would start.
No. It'll happen. We've still got another week or so of streaming.
Yep, keep pushing for it.
This one.
It's our commercial operations manager, Andrew Hogue.
Does something, I think. I'm not quite sure.
The money man, I think.
All right, that one ducks away. So 1 bit of space still for the shot to be drawn. I imagine there'd be a couple inside these with the quality of both skips. Was a 1 to Robbo in the last end there, so 3-2. Here, Manly and Paulson lead over Marley Malcolm, Tyson Cromie. 3-2 after 5. Well played by Kevin. He did on Jack high there. I didn't quite catch if he got all the way down to the count, although looking at that, that is easily in. That's a couple. Cole trying to follow it down. Does it turn all the way back? Does it turn all the way back?
No, it doesn't.
It does not. Fair go. How's the weight control? Jump on pit to pit and bang, although we haven't really seen anything real short, bar maybe the first end or two, have we? I think end 3, Cash grabbed the mat and went
This is a good track from Kev.
pit to pit. Oh, he's all over it here.
This is a great bowl.
Just run all the way up but not touch it, although if he's just resting on it, that's pretty handy indeed. Could be in for 2 or 3.
Johnny Roberts is saying 3.
Yep. Wasn't sure if the touch of the jack changed anything, but still 3, and a good 3 at that.
Colin.
What's he looking at here,
Playing
Matthew?
the backhand to look to get that trail of the jack or KB's bowl up.
Not for the first time. He's just got the wrong angle of a wide bowl. He's solid
3
again.
now.
Yep. Oh, well, that's just
maybe
rocked
not.
back and made it maybe closer than what we first thought.
Do we see a similar bowl, Sammy? No,
Oh,
change
definitely,
that.
definitely can't afford to turn the shot bowl through the jack, even if it was just on the draw. An accidental touch, and all of a sudden they're down. You got it. Cover out here. It's not a coverage line, it's more drawing the shot. Oh, Knackers doesn't want to pop this.
Oh,
There you go. Probably didn't need to be into there. It wasn't trying to be, just trying to draw another shot thereabouts, and has just missed the line ever so fractionally. And just giving the shot away. Is there anything more for Colin Veenendaal to gain here? Is there more than one on offer? So Karen Barton's lead bowl.
I like
is
the
these
forehand here,
shots.
Sammy.
You're the expert here, pal. That's why I bring you along. And lining up backhand. He's on the way, and his own bowl out to the right here would almost just have to fall down to be enough. It's an aggressive line. Geez, it's drifting a long way. And it's going to miss out.
1 down.
Uno. So 7 for your lead. It's becoming a little bit of an arm wrestle once again, Knackers. We'll let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for your efforts today.
Oh, you're welcome. Good to have you back, Sammy.
And we'll see you sometime back on BVTV, should I say, throughout the upcoming week. So mixed pairs quarterfinal, as we mentioned, Cassandra Millerick and Kevin Anderson lead 7-4 after 7 ends. If you unmute yourself, the red button on 1, then I can introduce you as a loser, but so am I. Hey, nice.
Thanks for the intro. Sammy.
Welcome, Olivia Cartwright. Ah, well, that's law bowls, hey?
Yeah, it was
Now we
good.
get to see how the experts dominate on rink number 8. You've been watching a little bit of this one from afar. Cass and Kev with a handy start, but haven't quite been able to break things open just yet.
I have been watching from the corner as I try and flip my brain to my study mode.
Study mode? Pfft, that's boring.
Yeah, someone's got to do the assignments. We can swap roles if you like.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
I'll happily play bowls and then commentate if needed. Doesn't matter what surface, does it? We saw them there on the rink next door outside this morning very early, and it was slow, and they were absolutely all over it. Cassandra and Kevin come inside for another 2 knockout games, and won them in pretty convincing fashion as well.
I think with those two players of that calibre, I think any surface they're going to dominate, and they definitely have proven that today so far.
Coming into today, we started off with just about a full round of 64. There were 61 sectional teams battling it out, and it looked like a pretty open draw. Any of 15 to 20 teams, to be fair, you could have picked and still been wrong. Now the draw's just opened up ever so slightly. Cass and Kev potentially favourites heading into this quarterfinal, you reckon, on paper? There's your draw.
On paper, who have we got? On paper, I'd say they are the favourites, but on this surface, anyone is capable of a victory.
Brings everyone into the game. It's running nicely out there, isn't it?
A few good games happening across the rings.
And Karen Barton's loses 10 for the game, but it's thereabouts with a last bowl chance for Castellan. One more on top of it. Knows the speed. Yeah, and this is coming home pretty nicely in for a couple.
Well played by Cass.
You'd finish your assignment before you jumped on here.
Absolutely, we'll go with that.
Good. How'd you like ring 8? Because I won't lie, from leading, I enjoyed just jumping on this ditch side and letting them just swoop back late. They was playing nicely.
Yes, definitely the ditch side is the kinder side. You can let it drift in off the bank, but the tighter side is very tricky, especially adding that weight, which we did find. Well, I found anyway.
Kev's had to play that sort of shot a couple times on the backhand going away from this direction.
Well played there.
Good shot, changes things up. Yeah, falls down for second. It makes it a whole lot easier to score. Of course, 3 bowl pairs we've seen already. Kev used a bit of weight with his opener to open the shape of the head and then being able to have 2 cracks back at drawing the shot. Just on the outside this time. It's on for the rest of the VO, Olivia. Triples coming up with Cassandra and Olivia Slade, yes?
Yep, so we are going again, trying to defend our title after a good competition last year. And then I play with Live in the Pairs tomorrow at Newborough, which will be good. But yeah, still, you know, a big few weeks of bowls happening down this way.
Give me a chance to land this closest bowl of Collins out the head with a clear run.
Just wants to hold on.
Does he clear a path for himself for the next? Well.
Open it up for his next one though.
Yeah, but it's open it up for Colin at the same time to sort of play under that, get down to the jack.
Weight is
Jack
crucial
down the
here.
line. It's all sort of ones everywhere unless he gets the shot bowl clean. Stays for 2. Not short.
Turn.
Live.
Oh, stiff.
Mamma mia, Santa Italia. To be fair, I think it's only 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple. You're one worse off. What's Kevin looking at here? Because it is 1 and a few. Holding a good 2. Draw a 3rd. Try and land the bowl out. See what he comes up with. Couple of the situation's pretty good.
It's a couple roll. He makes a few.
I mean, if he was to turn into his own and get over the jack, it's not going to be any worse off unless he gets down to the shot bowl. Is that 1 to you? You got shot bowl now. Well played. 1 to Kevin and 2 to team Millerick and Anderson, and they extend their lead out. Equal game high lead of 5 shots. It's 9-4 after 8 ends of your quarterfinal. Liv, can you pop in the score, please?
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll take
here.
over. All right, we'll let you keep an eye on the Facebook comments then. What's happening in the world of Facebook?
How good is your brother, Olivia? Yeah.
Which one? Josh?
Okay.
I love Josh.
He's alright, I suppose. Jake is good at golf. Loves the Glenroy shirt, must admit.
I was pretty happy when I saw that the other day. Absolutely. Best part about these tournaments is you get to suss out any shirts that you like. Ballara Demons, getting myself one of those shirts this week, 100%. As well as the VO tops, which we already have. You're welcome.
No worries.
Good line. So, just having a look at the other scores, and yeah, so I thought Tyson and Marley had picked up a 5 the previous end, and Mr. M. Robertson, clubmate of yours, is going to put the score on the wrong side of the board, despite the fact that we've got COR representing Chromie and ROB representing ROB representing Robertson. So it is 9-3 the way of Marley and Tice after Robert's blocking the ends. After 7 ends.
Must admit, those two have been pretty steady on this carpet. Watched their game earlier, and Tyson on this surface has just been next level. He's played some big conversions and, you know, draw shots as well.
Doesn't surprise me if you've player his quality 3 bowls. Going to be there about impacting the head more often than not. A rare opportunity where Cass Miller gives you a look at the jack, and Karen hasn't been able to quite nail it with her opening 2. Cass is able to make the correction here. I think past the front is okay. Oh. Says it's bad, but it is in for a couple, but you would expect a few more bowls inside that hen on end number 9.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that
Correction,
Karen
stand by. Yep.
was not playing this event. Has this already been mentioned on live stream?
Only 7 or 8 times,
Okay.
but it
Forget
is
I
no,
mentioned.
it is an unusual circumstance that Karen finds herself in. In fact, I reckon I see Jules. Maybe she's done a disappearing act. If she's just joining us, Karen Button subbing in for Jules Dusting. She here?
Yeah, I think she's enjoying a meal over there.
Oh, the fluoro green shoes.
I believe so.
Wouldn't get away with them. Weight was perfect to draw a shot with a clear run. Even a roll out of their own was okay. Going to play the... It was the trickier of the 2 hands, but there's plenty of room to draw a shot. Pretty well pointed, all down to speed. Makes that look pretty easy. Yeah, Kevin change hands? Yep. Not getting down in time, is it?
That hand is a bit sticky.
It wasn't even bad weight. It was absolutely perfect weight as well. Didn't get back in time. Seen that on a couple of occasions.
Just a doubled the dose here.
I feel like they need to win this end just to stay in touch. On the scoreboard, it's an end where Cassandra Miller has missed out, and Colin's going to sit inside the last bowl for a couple. So Righty,
Bit of weight here.
you've seen Kevin play a lot more bowls than I have.
Don't
Back
think
himself
he'll be
to
short.
correct the line, or he's going to go both bowls? Plenty of thirds.
He won't be short. Bet's on.
Maybe he tries to draw and fall short. Nope. Looking for both bowls. This is white. And just when it looked like the game might be about to open up, Colin Veenendaal's going to make his way back to the mat with a chance to draw a third and get the overall back to 2. Last time he had this opportunity, I told Matty to put it in on the scoreboard before it left the hand. We'll hold on this time around, but
curse is a real thing.
given his first 2, you'd have a fair chance that this last bowl go very close to making the count. Definitely not on a wide line. You don't want to be on this hand. Pull down to speed. Quick.
Looks good. Oh, that's stiff. So easy to do though, correcting that line and just adding extra weight.
Oh, is it?
On the tighter side it is.
All right, so drawing for 3, touches the jack for 1. Not the ideal result, but they do get control of the mat. 9-5 after 9 ends. Spot in the semi-final awaits, and the way things are going, couple rinks over, they play the winner of Marley Malcolm and Tyson Cromie, and Leanne Pulse and Matt Robertson. The children currently leading that one 9-3 through 7. Well, come on, they're children to us as well. So,
So am I a child?
no. But they are.
Tyson is legit older than me.
Oh, is he actually?
Yes.
Well, you're all children to me. I'm old ass. So. All right, no surprise to see Karen get control of the mat and get off the ditch-to-ditch length that has been the preferred play by Cass and Kevin so far. I didn't really catch the last game. Is that what they've been playing throughout the day, or?
I think I briefly watched their last game here on the carpet, and they started off playing that shorter medium end, but I think even against pigeon things, I think they noticed, longer ends are obviously harder to hit and harder to convert, so they stretched it out, and obviously if you've got Cass leading, she nails it, makes it very challenging for the opposition.
How's the super coach, by the way? Didn't realise there was another game after this. Has had to go for the shirt change, sitting over in the far corner. He wasn't too impressed. Coaching duties, I think he's down. How many is he down to? 1?
1.5.
He's got 1 still going. A half? Who's the half?
Well, he classifies Cass as half. Are we talking about the same person?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Tyson, and then he classifies Cass. He just wants the extra credit.
All right, so unusual to see Cass go off the ball for an end, let alone 2 in a row. And Karen Barton this time has made the correction, gets right back down onto the centre line. Good set.
Cass will be just looking to correct. Get another one in there, change the angles.
Well, it's been thereabouts, so I would say this is wide, but we've seen them swoop home from here throughout the day. Doing his best work late. Close for the second. Still think it might be a couple. So on the crossover, they're feeling pretty good. 4-shot lead with 6 to play. 15 end games fly past. beauty of having that sort of lead in this sort of game, in this sort of format. You can just sort of cop the one downs and keep the score ticking over if your lead plays a good end. Cole just taking his time and realising he has first bowl of end number 10. Backhand draw. Just wants to make sure he plays a good line here. He doesn't want to leave Kev anything to work off Jack High. Mid side bottom, very animated, a few rings over. Well, turns it up. Half a roll, so makes certainty that it's only one. Karen and Colin and Kevin, this is a less than ideal line, I would have thought. Speed again.
Last ball I hit in. Is that in front of Kitty or behind it? Okay.
Colin doesn't have to adjust much here. Gets a couple rolls out of that wide one of Cass's. Makes 2 or 3. Wants this one to get down.
Good areas. Hits it all the way past the back. Makes 3. Oh, yes, and does. So
See a force of
2, close for the third.
hand change. No.
Thought about it.
Gets a touch up. Couple feet down. Makes a few.
I don't know if this is turning. Yeah, I thought he was going to change. That would have been the way to go about it, but already had one go there. So I believe it's 2, but it is close for the third. Does Cole look to play something similar again and put Kevy under more pressure? No reason to change, I don't think.
No, if he rolls, Cass's same thing. Gets up through his. That's 3. That brings the shot back to 1 overall.
Backhand on a high line, only has to beat the wide one of Cass's, doesn't get down, and a little bit of a nothing shot. So what does Kev look at here? Is it, it's only 2, does he play something more adventurous? Maybe not, because Cass favours its 3. And all of a sudden, pretty important moment in the game. Liv, what do you reckon he'll play here? He's going to give away the forehand or back himself to
I reckon he's got a
drop a fraction of speed?
Change hands.
He has, so the first on this end on the backhand.
Has he got enough?
I just don't think it's wide enough. You're right, it was more speed than anything in the end that killed it. So for the first time in your quarterfinal, Karen Barton and Colin Veenendaal pick up back-to-back ends. We'll take the 2 out and look at the third, and not for the first time today on live stream, we've got a game on our hands. What?
Nothing.
You're not happy? Why?
No, I'm laughing. I'm always happy.
Nothing to smile about. It's been a bad day.
Sorry.
Yeah, Cassandra's, she was spot on in indicating it was 3. And that it is. So 10 ends played, 9 shots to 8. Game on. Spot in the semi-final next weekend. up for grabs around the grounds for... Who's our around the ground sponsor? Bowl for Your Lives? Yes. Okay, nice. I like Bowl for Your Lives better out of all them. When we go to Barham, Don's Kitchen is the around the ground sponsor. They give me free chicken. Don't know what Shane's going to give me for giving him a shout out for around the grounds. Around the grounds, it's 10-4 the way of Marley Malcolm and Tyson Cromie after 9 ends. The winner of that plays the winner of your live stream game this evening. And Carla Miles and Mitch Sidebottom going along very nicely. A 10-shot to 3 lead through 7 ends over there.
Cass will just be looking to make her adjustment these last couple ends, put that pressure back on.
Right, I would just like to say, Karen, that's easy to do. That was hard to nail one on top of the jack. Very 2 feet short, 2 feet through. In between sort of speed out there.
First starter here.
Oh, well, made very silly. Thanks, Cass. Good starter. Just the last couple ends hasn't been quite on it. She was early in the game, which set up the lead they had. Up to about 5 shots there at one stage. Just seen overcorrection here. Doesn't want to flick it in, misses, and gives them one past the head. Just feels like the Cass and Kev will respond here after dropping the last few ends. Good track, yeah, this is good areas, good grouping.
Good shots by Cash.
Who?
Cass. What did I say?
We did Cash.
Cash.
That's right.
Cash.
Right on it, back knocker. That is quality. Just needs to, yeah, try and give them something in the head here. There's Karen Barton. What's on tonight? Any recommendations for those that might be tuning in from their hotel rooms looking for something to do tonight? Butter Factory in Traralgon?
That was very good. That was very tasty.
Not a sponsor, but we can work on that.
Any reply?
Yeah, gives them one thereabouts. It's still a couple.
You can play 10-pin bowling there if you wanted to. Not sure if any bowlers would want to play more bowls in a different
Look,
arena.
not me personally, but...
Me either. Three goodies here. Clears the front. Well played.
Oh, wow.
Good set. Can this be
Yeah,
the
that's
end?
pretty
They
handy.
get their boost.
No target. Introduced in Vic Open 2025, or a slight alter to the conditions of play, as the boys and girls have probably touched on throughout the day, as dead ends are now replayed. So, Colin Veenendaal wanted to let fly with his first. That's an option. So a little bit of cold play. I don't think he plays a lot of big weight. Prefers to play the yard on or draw a shot. He's lining up backhand here, though.
He plays them well, I must say, in his last game.
Yeah, they were up against it. They had a 3-shot lead going into the last end, and Cole with his second was able to get one to lock right in to the head on the draw. He's played the searching weight on very hard hand to play it on. Just a pause there, just seeing whether that ball was still in the field of play. It is out to the left-hand side. With a free draw here, just wants to play a good line. I think Liv doesn't want to give anything for Cole to work off. How's he gone?
Played that pretty well. Doesn't fatten the target very much.
Potentially 4 down. Big bowl by Colin Veenendaal needed here. Backhand searching. Is he closer or wide?
I don't know if we'll get down. He did add extra pace.
Well, gets both the back ones out, actually. So back to 2. Not a terrible result, that.
Changes things.
And there's plenty out to this position down to the bottom right of your screen. Cluster of bowls. Kevin, not too worried about that. Has one left to fix things up. Last bowl. And then to 11. He's just going to go and throw another one in there. To run all the way. He's going to get up to the line and make things no easier for Colin.
On that hand, I think that now forces less weight because, as we've seen with the last 2 bowls, even throughout the day, that hand doesn't get back to the jack.
Be shocked if he gets down and still gets a clear run past the last.
I reckon you've just
With
got to
any
look
weight.
to get another one in here. Try and get second shot.
There's the view of it as Colin Veenendaal will see it from the mat. Doesn't look a fun one to play. Worked hard to get themselves back within 1. Going into the last 5 ends. Find himself at least a couple down here. Backhand draw. Tell you what.
Fair play.
Oh. Just like watching someone else play on this rink earlier in the day when you're holding a number. Cuts them out of a few. And it's a really, really good second shot. He's played a couple good ones there. Wait to get a few out and then... Oh. If there was ever a good one down, this would be the end to take it.
Change your hands from Kev. He doesn't want to risk rolling it through his own.
Yeah, I actually thought out the hand that wasn't too bad, and the weight was spot on, which tells you all you need to know about the backhand coming back in this direction. Nonetheless, they'll win the end and already gain control of the mat. Pretty sure we'll see Pitts a bit here once again, won't we?
Worked last time. Why change something if it's not broken?
Four ends to play in your mixed pairs quarterfinal here at the Henslow Vic Open for 2025. Down at the Traralgon Bowling Club. Cass MILLERICK and Kevin Anderson have led throughout. 11 of 15 ends completed. Cass MILLERICK gets the mat back. Pit to pit. And
Back
it's
to her Cass ways.
not a bad start. As we touched on earlier, one of our semi-finalists already decided in Chelsea Pollock and Todger Warren. They'll play the winner of one of the games here, which is looking more and more likely as we continue on in the evening to be Carla Miles and Mitch Sidebottom, a 12-3 lead through 9 ends. And score update in the other quarter-final here tonight. Marley Malcolm and Tyson Cromie, they just keeping on. 10-4 lead after 9 ends. Gage Leanne Paulson, Matt Robertson. Marley Malcolm looking for a genuine super trail. Let's flick the jack in a bit of an annoying position. But the good news for her is Tyson Cromie is on her team and he's still got 3 bowls. No. Sound effects. Pretty good here again. Doesn't want to turn the own front one. Sorry. It's good shooting. That's real good.
Good shots
Danger
from
time
Cass.
again for Karen and Cole. Did well to get it back to 1 down the previous.
Must be looking to get something else in here. The score diff is only 2.
Well, that's it. Even try and cut this back as much as you can. Top 1 or 2 here, still in the game. You're chasing and you drop a 3 or 4 and then you are in trouble. It's at the back of the ring, so Karen does have one. Must be just out of picture. Directly down the centre line. They do have one passed. Worst part is the easier of the 2 hands to draw on. Shot poles are in the way of the jack. Opening anything up, he's got to play more of a draw and go searching and go missing like the last. Leave yourself with nothing in the head. Kevin trying to get to it first on the forehand. I actually think turning that off the line might make Colin's mind up. How much weight will he play?
Give himself enough of a chance that if he does get it. Oh, no.
Yes. Firm searching weight here. Under Kevin's gets a result. Through Kevin's might get a result. Missing outside doesn't. And in doing so, Liv. Has he?
Yep.
Yep.
Chipped Karen's back bowl, which
Chip
is
the back one out. So
unfortunate.
the only bowl they have on the green now is the one up the front. And Kevin hasn't fell over, so it will be in for 5. Just wants to hurry past it. He doesn't want to make any more to work off.
I think we've seen more positive weight here. Try and clear something out. They all do count. Wanted it pretty well. What is he
Into
gonna
them
do?
here. What's he getting? Wow, he gets
Good hit.
Gets
Stiff
1
himself.
out, 4. Gives himself a little bit more room to work with. See there, the front one just jamming right in. So 4, you'd expect Kevy to draw in a 5th with nothing else apart from the front pole. Karen Buttons on the green. And then Colin Veenendaal for the second end running. He's going to have to come up with something pretty big to cut them out of a number.
Interesting change of hands from Kevy.
Well, Cole's probably getting to the backhand to draw now if he's trying to cut them out. It's not the worst spot in the world given how far away it is from the jack. What do you reckon?
There was
'Cause
just a
before
little
that,
whisper that he
Cole's
was pretty happy with that positioning.
not horrific. Before that, Colin's jumping over to the backhand, drawing every day of the week. Now, might be forced to play the trickier of the 2 hands.
I think they're opting for more of a draw type shot. Try and cut the numbers down. Give themselves a chance to get back in it within the last few ends.
I'd love to see another shot of behind the head if we can. Josh, you're on camera number 4, just for a moment, see the angles on the forehand Cole's face with. Or not, Josh. No worries. We'll see it in a sec. It's a forehand draw either way. We think it's a forehand draw. Can't afford to play anything more and lose your bowl, surely.
It's on its way.
Out on a draw line.
He's stalking it.
I won't comment. Every time he's asked to hurry so far, he's been short. Wow, it's a fair go with a clear run. He might nearly have snuck up for second. I didn't even catch what he said there. I just assumed it was funny, so smiled and waved.
Can you even understand him anyway?
No.
Yeah, no, I got it.
3, so he does actually cut the back one out there with his last. There's your multiple. Picked up a 3 earlier, 4 earlier on, a 3 here. And we're back out to a 5-shot lead that's occurred a couple times in this game already. 3 ends to play. 5 the diff.
As we just look over to the next rink across, we see
Oh,
the
Rob
scores
Dog.
tighten
Rob
up.
Dog season.
Scores now back to 10-8 on 11 in favour of
Hard
Romy.
player to beat in these formats, especially at Vic Opens. Matthews, I saw Tyson drive and think got it back to 1. I'm assuming Robbo must have played something to land that shot bowl out the head. Dropped 5 in the last 3 ends, maybe not. They've just been ticking the scoreboard over. Started by Cassandra again, really locked in the last couple ends again here. No surprise that has correlated with the score you see on the overall.
Tyson just bellies the jack down the line for a couple.
That was cool. Both skips with 1 left. Marley and Tice holding 1, close for 2.
Shot by Karen.
Yeah, good response, needed that. It's almost that stage where it's a must-end win. Ah, that's a good way going.
It's been a long day, Sammy.
It has. Must-win end, you'd think, for Karen and Colin. Good pace for it. Just having it out of touch. Good spot. There's nothing else really to it apart from the fact that for Karen and Colin to get back into this game, Karen needs to group these next 2 bowls right in the head and give Colin something to work with, you'd say. Far away. No cap. It couldn't have gone in between the centre of those 2 bowls any more than it did. I'm doing okay home.
Sarah Mitch is up. Can't see the score at the moment.
Leaving it to a pretty big lead. It might be something along the lines of 15-3 after 10. It was 12-3 before that, and they've gone and picked up a 3. What? On a 3rd bowl by Cassandra. Gains the shot just in behind the jack. You can see they're all 5 bowls so far, thereabouts in terms of line. Nice hand to play this, and I tell you what, with a clear run, well, got a clear run, cleared everything, missed the front bowl on the jack and still 1 down.
Stiff there, but sets it up for Colin. Any
It
touch
does.
of that jack.
Yep, good setup. Missed that. Is he looking at backhand draw to get to the last one?
Can't say I was paying much attention, but wouldn't surprise me now that bowl is behind the jack. Limit the damage of the trail. No, we've got no clue. Forehand.
We've got no clue. You've got no clue. I was all over it. I was looking
Sorry.
for some confirmation.
Sums up our bowls game, I think, together.
Not far away here. Doesn't want to leave a shelf. Oh, well. Shelvin Kirko's not in the building tonight, but if he was, he'd be licking his lips at that setup. There's a nice little port there on the forehand to get down to the jack for 3.
Wants it to get down. Mighty effort gives him another one in the pen.
Pretty good speed. Is that speed you play? No less. Trying to get the jack all the way through past the shot bowls.
Definitely that'd be your minimum weight. You're hunting that jack.
Give him a chance to change an angle here up the front. See what happens. Well, turns another one into the count for 3. Doesn't change the shot here for Cole, does it?
Nah, something
Can still
similar.
get the jack through the hole.
It's a call by Karen. Play to her. Hopefully take the jack with you on the way past.
Don't turn on me now.
Doesn't want to flick this one across. Oh, well, actually. What's the next level of Shelvin Kirko? Think quick. Great walk sort of stuff now. Where does Kevin get to?
I think he's got to change his hand. Just try and get through Cass. Just sneak pass.
Well, this is just about game on the line sort of stuff. How much weight? Similar sort of speed. Just enough to get the jack all the way through. Doesn't have to be real big, does it?
Nah, still
Just
play
arriving.
that positive swing up.
Cass and Kev with a 5-shot lead, 3 to play, holding 3 or 4. Colin Veenendaal a chance to trail the jack for just as many.
Will it get down?
No change. There's a 3, and that just might be your ball game. 16-8. We're up and back. Spot for the semi-final in the 2025 Henslight Vic Open. Mixed pairs up for grabs. If you're looking for any other scores in the other 2 quarterfinals that are happening here at Traralgon, the boys are live scoring end by end through the results portal or the Bowls Now app. But the last update is Carla Miles, Mitch Sidebottom, an 18-3 lead after 11. And 10-8 the lead to Marley Malcolm and Tyson Cromie. Did you catch what it was on the last end? Potentially a 1, the way of Marley and
2,
Tyson?
I believe. 2.
2?
Tyson, yeah. Tried the jack and then drew another with his last.
So they've got a couple shots up their sleeve with 3 ends remaining over there. Now we're in territory where Karen and Cole need at least a 2 on N14 to ensure we play the allocated 15 ends of this format. On the ring next door, because it's an intriguing battle. Tyson Cromie holding 1, super trail to 1 to himself, and he cleans up the head not too badly. Lead bowls by both here. What's on tomorrow? Pairs, you said? Who are you playing pairs with again?
Liv Slade.
It's not here. Oh, Liv Slade.
Live squared, as we're known by a few. Good set by Cass so far.
It's taken until N14 to reach a game high lead of 8 shots. The way of Team Steamers, although Karen Barton doing her best to give their side a chance to make a number they need to stay in touch. Robbo narrow missed the ring next door. Just catching one of the front bowls and changing the angle.
Cass is on the trot, and so she should be. Well played. 3
Into
rippers.
the back bowl. It's a little bit stiff. They're both fat, and then they've both fell out, so one may be too light. If you ever needed to get to a head like this first, playing against Kev is probably more vital that you change it up while you can. Turning late now. How far is she getting down? Karen Barton. Well, that's 3 very, very handy bowls. No one truly won the lead battle. But I don't think I'll have to tell you what's coming next, do I?
Don't think so.
Rocket launcher time?
Karen's laying in front of the head to try and stop the damage that may happen.
Wouldn't sit there for too long.
I wouldn't. You might cause some damage to yourself.
Force Kevy to play Terminator. Wishgut, there you go. That jack's not staying in.
Kills the end. All I can say is I'm glad Karen moved because that would have hurt.
Oh, yeah. Good hit, so we'll restart N14. Good ball, mate. So it ended up being won the way of Marley Malcolm and Tyson Cromie. So 13-8, they're up and back. So in a good position, but Leanne Paulson and Matt Robertson have been tricky opponents, and they have scored quickly in consecutive ends halfway during the game to give themselves a chance, and they'll need to do that again. 5 down with 2 to play. The winner of that will play the winner of this game on stream. Back here on the indoor next Saturday morning. It's a lot of bowls between now and then, Olivia.
It is. You just take each day, each game as it comes.
Yeah, that's it. It's hard to not look too far ahead in the draw or what's happening elsewhere. See plenty of people watching around in early knockout games this morning. Oh, so-and-so's out, so-and-so's out. You just got to concentrate on your game,
Exactly.
which we didn't. So, yeah, nice. Anyway, good to see I've got over it.
I wouldn't say that. We well and truly concentrate on our game.
In my head, we'd won it.
I'm glad.
We just weren't playing it more well. Problem? Problem? Get me back to more well, please.
I hope you viewers understand that I've had to put up with this for the last day and a half.
Well, hang on. Lucky for the viewers,
In
they
a
get to put up
in
with
a
me
good
for another
way.
week of commentary now that we're out.
Sorry, guys. I tried my best. Well played, Cass.
Yeah, good areas. Don't know if he gets all the way down for shot bowl, but continues to build the head. Fantastic. Colin Veenendaal's found himself off for a drinks break and down the wrong end of the head to direct Karen. Kevy's advised her a backhand drive might be a good play. Sticking with backhand draw.
She's not far away.
Oh, hello.
Stick it down.
Hello, hoopage off the ditch side down for 2. That's
Well
nicely
played.
played. Yep.
We see weight from Cass.
No.
Positive weight, not a
Nah.
drive. Just swing.
Yeah. It's be dead draw. Okay.
Yes, correct. I was.
Well, guess what? Maybe should have drawn it.
Oh, Colin.
8 down with 2 to play. And you'd imagine holding 3 on the crossover on our second attempt at playing in number 14 after Kevin Anderson killed it with his first bowl, first time around.
Must say at the moment, without this bowl finishing anywhere, it does
Yeah,
look
well, if
very
she gets back down to
inviting.
the centre lines, okay, here, wants to finish off. If anything, it's a guy just to miss that. Last bowl you can just see there. Oh, that's a nice guide to the jack. Go big again, you'd imagine. Couple poles out. Chance to get the jack. Not with that. Oh, yes, with that. And, oh, wow. Well, you won't see that too often. You will not see that too often.
I actually don't know what happened.
This bowl has rebounded off the ditch. Jack's definitely going in the ditch. Bowl's bounced out and ricocheted the jack out of bounds.
Just when you think you've seen it all, Sammy, it's
Laws
all
of
happening.
the sport, experts. You got the best in the business. Bowl that was dead has rebounded out of the ditch into the jack, and yeah, it was going straight out, but the jack gets replaced where it was going. I don't know. You know the laws of the sport better than me, or do you? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think they've agreed. They've agreed where
it was going.
Where the jack trajectory was heading.
It's about, what, 1.5 2 feet inside the ring peg, out to the right here.
Did the ball actually touch? I didn't even see it.
Kevy's toucher in the ditch. On the wide side, this will test him out.
Yeah, this won't be fun. He's only got to beat the tee for shot after all of that. And Kevy's touch has followed it all the way into the ditch, so holding a couple.
Still a bit of room though, but
two of these three bowls need to beat the toucher that lies in the ditch, and this one won't affect things. So well, Kevin's close to the side ditch here. I tell you what.
nowhere near it, Kevin. Put a headset on, he's commentating
It's quite
his
good.
own bowls.
It's quite good. And you can see the jack marker pretty much directly in line with where the last bowl is. And if Colin Veenendaal doesn't draw a shot, just confirm they haven't completely lost the plot. Shake hands time.
Correct. There's still 2 bowls to go.
That's the line Kevin took. Down to speed now. Half a go here.
That is a fair
And
shot.
we continue for another bowl. For now. No way. No way he can see that from the mat. Yeah, he can. Forehand underneath. Forehand underneath. Can see a little piece of the shot bowl.
Oh, he's going.
Oh, that's boring, ass. That is so boring. It's on the back ditch if he
It's
gets
not
down for a
far,
piece of the
clears
bowl.
his own.
Oh, there's your bowl game.
What a shot, Kevin.
Unless Colin Veenendaal can make it 2. Oh. That won't make 2. That's shake hands time. And Cassandra Millerick and Kevin Anderson will take this one out. We'll pop it down as a 2 on what was the 14th and final end of this one. 18-8 winners over Karen Barton, who has done a tremendous job of subbing in for Jules Dusting and teaming up with Colin Veenendaal. A pretty fair effort in any Victorian Open event to make a quarterfinal. So Cass and Kevin progress. They'll play the winner of Molly Malcolm and Tyson Cromie. Last update is they're about 5 up with 2 to play. Boys are live scoring that one on the Bowls Now app and results portal. Liv Cartwright, thanks for joining us.
No worries, anytime.
Good luck in your bowls. I hope someone else can carry you as well as I did to a round of 32. That's all from me. leaving you with that. And we're back here at 9 o'clock tomorrow for women's pairs sectional action. Henslight Victorian Open. I'm just making a mess of this. That's it. See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Goodbye.
In the UK, there's a bowl for every surface for the Henselite product. But overseas, I use the Tiger 2 and I use the Dreamline XG purely because I love the grip and the arc that the bowl takes, and that's what makes me one of the best players in the world.
The Traralgon Bowls Club. Amazing food for you and your family. Function rooms for celebrating with your friends. Corporate spaces for meetings and conferences. With special benefits for members. Visit us today at the Traralgon Bowls Club. More than just a bowls club.
The Moama Bowling Club is your place for fun and food. Come and try bowls and make new friends. Have coffee or bring the family for lunch or dinner. The Moama Bowling Club. Visit us today on Hazelwood Road.